Hey, welcome back to the commonly mispronounced words series. You know, they say a book read well is a thing learned well. I try and make it a point to read at least one book every 2 weeks. It keeps my mind alive. But let's get back to the little task at hand today. The task at hand, of course, is that we're still on the commonly mispronounced words series, and I'd like to introduce to you another new word. Well, it's not new. It's a commonly mispronounced word. Yeah? All right. So the word that I'm going to introduce you today is spelled H-E-R-B-S. We've all heard it. We've read it a million times in some book or the other. But do we pronounce it right? Okay, so what does this word actually mean? Any plant that has leaves and seeds and flowers that's used for flavoring or for food or for medicine or for perfume is called a herb or herbs. Now, why did I say that? Herbs is the British pronunciation, while herbs is the more American pronunciation. Now, depending on where you go in the world, it's more than likely you're going to hear one or two of these. So if you end up going to Australia, for example, the chances are you're going to hear herbs as opposed to herbs. So, what are some examples of these herbs? Typical examples: rosemary, oregano, thyme, basil, parsley are typical examples of what we call herbs. Now, single syllable, written exactly the way that it is spelled out, herbs. You don't have to worry about a thing. Just spell it as you just pronounce it as you spell it. Herbs, yeah, and that's perfect. All right. Now, how do we use this in a sentence? Quite easy, actually. I added some herbs to the sauce to give it some extra flavor. Pretty simple, wasn't it? All right. So let's go back again, just for 1 minute before we close the video down. Let's go back and take a look at the word itself and make sure that we know how to pronounce this word. The word is pronounced herbs. In the UK, it's pronounced herbs with the H silent in the US. All right? So, herbs is the pronunciation that we follow. Herbs, can you say that with me? It's herbs. I added some herbs to the sauce to give it some extra flavor. Does that make sense? Brilliant. Well done. You're on the right track.